Good Morning Britain star Kate Garraway demanded answers from Minister of State for Secondary Care, Karin Smyth, over changes to NHS England. Presenter Kate Garraway came to blows with a Labour MP on Good Morning Britain on Friday as she grilled her over the NHS England changes. The ITV breakfast show welcomed on Minister of State for Secondary Care, Karin Smyth, as the host and her co-star Rob Rinder questioned her about the government's biggest shake-up in over a decade. It comes as it was announced that 9,500 jobs will be at risk within the NHS. Kate asked, "So I guess, how worried are you that suddenly, inevitably, which economists are already saying this morning, Rachel Reeves is then going to have to cut public spending?" The MP replied, "We are worried. That's why we made it number one to grow the economy, and it's going to take time. The Prime Minister has always talked about a decade of national renewal." That was when Kate cut the politician off, saying, "But we're not going to see growth for a decade. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that is concerning." Ms. Smyth responded, saying, "We will see changes in the economy. Of course, as we go we've already seen changes in the health service, we've seen more appointments." But Kate cut her off once more, saying, "Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt one more time, I promise." Ms. Smyth replied, "We've already started that process, in what's called the spending review, that every single department is being asked to look at its spending, to focus it on those key missions and getting back growth." And that's, in part, what this announcement we've had today from about NHS England is about. It's about changing the way that we spend taxpayers' money to make sure that the things that they need to happen. Rob Rinder then interrupted as he said, "That's exactly the point, just to be clear. I think the point is you are here to say you are scrapping NHS England because the buck stops with politicians and because work was being doubled up. Most people at home don't really care about that. What they're worried about is that there are record numbers of people waiting 12 hours in A&E in January and the NHS is still currently failing to hit its targets.